A while back, I was listening to the radio as I drove, and the host was talking about the difference between unhappiness and sadness. They really are different things. Some people, Sometimes people experience pleasant and unpleasant emotions at the same time in a single emotional event. In The Perks of Being a Wallflower, Stephen Chbosky wrote, I am both happy and sad at the same time, and I'm still trying to figure out how that could be. Happiness doesn't mean a lack of negative feelings. That would be unrealistic. Sadness and pain come into our lives. It's part of being human. Happiness has been defined as an ability to experience a wide spectrum of emotions while managing to appreciate and stay focused on the positive things that I do have in my life. I'm a widower. How I hate that word. I get it. For the most part, I'm pretty happy, but I'm often sad. In fact, since Suzanne's transition, I'm often sad when I'm the happiest. It sounds paradoxical, but it's true. I'll be at a nice dinner, or at my spiritual center, or talking with my widower group, or simply engaged in doing my work. I'm having fun, I'm being productive, I'm hopefully helping someone. I'm happy. But there's a lingering sadness that Suzanne isn't there to share this happiness as she was for so many years. I miss her. I miss her most perhaps when I'm having my happiest experiences, when I'm simply enjoying life. I so want to share this with her. Grief hits us all in different ways at different times. You can be going along swimmingly, and then all of a sudden, you hear or see something, and you feel your stomach turn, your heart race, and your mind flies off in a million tangents. Much of the experience is bittersweet, happy and sad at the same time. An article by Helen Russell in The Guardian in 2021 argued that mastering sadness is the key to happiness. She writes, sitting in a corner sobbing may not be anyone's idea of a great start to the year, but learning how to feel your sad emotions could be the key to a happier 2021. People who cry typically experience fewer negative, aggressive feelings, such as rage and disgust, than people who don't, according to research from the University of Kassel in Germany in 2009. Similarly, a 2010 study from Indiana University Bloomington found that American footballers who cried reported higher levels of self-esteem and were less conscious about peer pressure than their non-crying counterparts. Transitions seem to bring out this happy sadness. As T.S. Eliot wrote, in my beginning is my end. Every beginning is an end, and every end is a beginning. But as we step forward into a new and presumably happy situation, there's often sadness in leaving the old one. Sadness is often thought to be a sign that you need to step back, take stock, see where you've been, and see where you should be going. When one chapter in life has ended and another is beginning, that can be a really good idea. It doesn't take anything away from the pride and joy of the accomplishment. It's hard sometimes to remember that happiness is a choice. As Abraham Lincoln said, I reckon that most people are just about as happy as they decide to be. Wayne Dyer wrote in Staying on the Path, most people are searching for happiness. They're looking for it. They're trying to find it in someone or something outside of themselves. That's a fundamental mistake. Happiness is something that you are, and it comes from the way that you think. I believe this is true. As Ernest Holmes wrote in Love and Law, no living soul can contribute one iota of happiness or peace or health or happiness to your life. And no living soul can take one iota away, only as you allow it to flow through your consciousness. But choosing to be happy is a constant effort. And to be honest, it's not something that comes naturally. It's hard to remember when everything is going wrong. Your person passes, your money's low, you got fired, some other circumstance that we might describe as negative. But if we let the situation make us unhappy, we tend to spread that unhappiness to those around us. We have a responsibility to pursue happiness, even if we don't always feel that way. And it's not the situation that makes us happy, it's happiness that makes the situation. When sadness hits, what do? Focus on each moment for what it is, allowing ourselves to feel sad, to sit with our thoughts, to ask questions even when they can't be answered, even cry it out if necessary. As Jan Van Zandt wrote, crying purifies and cleanses. A scientific experiment demonstrated that there are 38 toxic chemicals in a tear of sadness, while only one toxin exists in a tear of joy. As you cry in sadness, fear, confusion, you cleanse the body and spirit of toxins which cloud the mind and prevent it from accepting the truth. This can make a real difference between feeling happy and feeling unhappy. Paradoxically, we increase our happiness by embracing and sitting with the sadness. I've experienced that personally. One of the things that negatively impacts happiness is worry. In his song Don't Worry, Be Happy, Bobby McFerrin said, in every life you're gonna have some trouble. When you worry, you make it double. He was right. Worry is simply anticipating and putting energy into those things that tend to lead to unhappiness. And as we know, what you focus on expands. Do you want to expand unhappiness or expand happiness? So when you're feeling sad, feel it, let it in, walk through the storm. In the sadness, happiness is there. In the sadness, be happy.